So today we're planting our beets at our garden here that we rent from a man named Oleg, so we call it the Oleg field. And then we'll be going to a garden that we own. We call it the babba, or the grandma field. And so we're planting fodder beets for the animals. And it needs just a little bit of weight on the back, which is why Sasha's standing on it, to get it to go down in the ground well. So Mark turns around. We have to leave a space at the end of the garden on each end for him to kind of turn around. I think we might, well, we need to ask it before we can plant some grass. You know, just because using the tractor, you need that space to turn around. He's got alfalfa over here on the far side. We have a little strip there. So Mark has to turn the tractor around, get it lined up with the markers on the other rows that he just planted. Sasha gets up there, opens up the seeders so he can watch and make sure that the seeds are dropping down. And you see the little wheels in the very back? That kind of helps close it up and press the beets down. So he kind of needs to go slow to make sure that the beet seeds fall well. This is our new seeder. So Mark's kind of had to play with it a little bit to make sure it's working like we want it to. He's pretty happy with it. But of course we'll see once the beets start growing. Let me see if I can get down here without shaking you guys around enough or too much. Once the beets start growing, then we'll see, you know, how well it planted. This seed is from last year. We had extras. But you can kind of see here where the rows are and the little wheels that close them. Yep, so move my sunglasses here so I can see right there and right there and right there. So a little indentation so you can kind of see them, and that's good so that he uses it as a marker. So this whole field here will be fodder beets, and we've got a spray, a herbicide spray that will kill all the weeds except for the beets. We'll have to be careful that we don't get it over into the alfalfa there, or we also have a border of 6 to 10 feet on the side. And he'll come out real early when there's no wind and keep the sprayer really low to the ground. And he'll spray for the weeds. We'll have to see. We had potatoes here last year, so if there's a lot of, we call them Colorado beetles here, then we may have to spray an insecticide just to protect the beets. And then we've got some fertilizer that we'll be spraying. We try and use organic sprays as much as possible and organic fertilizers, but some of the herbicides are not as organic as we would like, but it's because it's just not available here right now. They've pretty much sold out on all their supplies, so we had to kind of take what was there. So this tractor has made a huge difference in how we handle our fields and planting. Like to plant these seeds, we bring out these little push seeders that would do one row at a time. And here Mark is doing 4 at a time. And he's probably going down and back even with having to stop and have Sasha get off and all that kind of stuff. He's still getting it done so much faster than if we tried to do it with people, and the rows are much straighter.